Good evening. Thank you for joining us for tonight's Tiny Tent Show. This is episode 21. My name is Abe Clark, and I'll be filling in for Michael Perry this evening. I'm the communications coordinator at Big Top, which in the past 21 weeks has involved editing this show. It's been a joy to be a part of and watch its evolution as we all navigate the year 2020 together. Our featured artist for tonight's Tiny Tent Show is Big Top founder Warren Nelson. It's safe to say that without his pioneering, enduring artistic work, there would be no Big Top Chautauqua today. His original musicals range from the sublime to the uproarious, and tonight we'll hear a bit of the latter with a group of songs about his love of fishing from his show Riverpants. Without further ado, Warren Nelson and the Trollers.
Hey, hello everybody. Thanks for coming back to Tiny Tent Show. Our guest today is, calling him a guest is kind of a misnomer because Warren Nelson is the founder and we depend on him for his music and we keep playing his music all the time. But today we get to play with Warren. We're going to do some, welcome, Warren.
Well, thanks, Ed. I think I've been here before.
Welcome to your home. It's like somebody comes over and, hey, come on in. Wait a minute, I live here. Anyway, so yeah, we did these tunes, sort of, a lot of it's from fishing songs from the Riverpants. A lot of people have seen that. So yeah, let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Well, first of all, I want us to remember three great musical friends that are not with us here on this stage and on this lot. And one is the late, great Don Pavel, guitarist, who I met in 1971 in a group called the 10th Story Window. We traveled the country. He died in 2008. He was on this stage for 22 years as a band leader. And second of all is Mr. Bruce Bowers, who sadly passed away March 19th of this year. And I met Mr. Bowers in 1976 in Fairmont, Minnesota, when I wrote my first historical musical called The Martin County Hornpipe. And then, let's see, 7 years went by, and Betty Ferris and I put together souvenir reviews for Washburn, and I called him up. I found him in Gilroy, California. And he flew out, and he flew back, and he flew out, and he flew back, and he ended up living here. And then Mr. Jerry Carlson, who I met day one when this first tent went up in July of 1986. And Jerry was here all those years, and he with his wife Carol just ran things here. So there are three people that we sorely miss. Anyway, here's a tune from a CD called Live at Patsy's. Hi, I'm out of cash. I just paid my tab at Patsy's bar. When I die, don't put me in the ground with my ashes in the ashtray and drive me around. Drive me around this old town that slowly drove me crazy. I'll stop at Patsy's bar first, sprinkle some on a bar stool, where I sat my infinite wisdom most every afternoon. Go some more on the floor, where my brain cells went to die. Raise a glass to my name, to my last day. Bye-bye. Do we even know who and where we are? We are human seekers, peeking through the glass down at Patsy's bar. Do we even know who and where we are? We are strangers, friends, neighbors to the end down at Patsy's bar. Florence comes in 4 o'clock, sits same place with her can of pop. Electric Chris and Sue and Al are there, and Homer's in and out. Mike comes in after work, that's Patsy's son, if you don't know. Kathy's driving around in that stupid van, nobody knows where, nobody knows. Joseph, Jimmy's coming home for the Northern New Year's Sons of Bunyan meeting. Jimmy, my sonny, the king of fun. He drink like a tuna, he's a big kahuna. Patsy's bar's for sale. 30 years she stood here through thick and fun. All good things come to an end, maybe. The old lady done. Do we even know who and where we are? We are human seekers peeking through the glass down at Patsy's bar. Do we even know who and where we are? We are strangers, friends, neighbors to the end down at Patsy's bar. Squeeze that thing, Sven. Well, in 1978, Bruce Burnside booked a Lost Nation string band gig. Darky Supper Club at Washburn. We hurried up Highway 13 on the Greenway to Washburn, Wisconsin, where I've never been before. Tell me what kind of goof in this goofy world paint their bar orange. So I stopped in for a burger and a Walters on tap, the beer that is beer. Wasn't long after that, well, I moved up. Oh boy. 25 years passed. I look back at those 25 years. Oh, I really gone far. I moved my street by my 2 feet to the other end of the bar. Do we even know who and where we are? We are human seekers peeking through the glass down at Patsy's bar. Do we even know who and where we are? We are strangers, friends, neighbors to the end down at Patsy's bar. Do we even know who and where we are? We are human seekers peeking through the glass down at Patsy's bar. Do we even know who and where we are? We are strangers, friends, neighbors to the end down at Patsy's bar. Yeah. Hey, you know, that's not the first time nobody's clapped for one of my songs.
He must be a professional. That's the mark of a professional. Have you ever been ignored?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have.
Hey, anyway, so Ed mentioned about Riverpants. I'll tell you a little bit about how that happened. I'm a big fisherman, have been all my life, and I was reading the Duluth News Tribune, early about 2000 or so, I suppose. And I noticed that a river dance was coming from Ireland, that great dance troupe. And I was just getting ready to put on my waders, and not river dance, river pants.
There you go.
And I'd had the idea to write a bunch of fishing songs for a long time, so instead of a 6-pack, I wrote a 12-pack. You get the lines, I'll get the pole, honey. You get the lines, I'll get the pole, baby. You get the finies, I'll get the pole. Go up, down to the musky hole. Honey, sugar, baby mine. Sing it with me now, everybody. You get the lines, I'll get the poles, honey. You get the lines, I'll get the pole, baby. You get the lines, I'll get the pole. Go up north to the musky hole. Honey, sugar, baby mine. Well, there ain't no sin this college for my son and my daughter. That's okay. Honey, sugar baby mine. Ah, you know the sun is hot, the beer is cold, honey. Sun is hot, beer is cold, babe. Hot as the sun, cold as the beer. We're having fun. Wish you was here. Honey, sugar baby mine. You get the liners, I'll get the poles, honey. You get the liners, I'll get the pole, babe. You get the liners, I'll get the pole. Go up north to the musky hole. Honey, sugar baby mine. You get the liners, I'll get the poles, honey. You get the liners, I'll get the pole, babe. You get the liners, I'll get the pole. Go up north to the musky hole. Honey, sugar baby mine. Honey, sugar baby mine. Okay. Well, here's the oldest fishing song I wrote, I think. This is actually on the first Lost Nation album.
Is that right?
A long, long time ago. And it's a love song called I'll Be Trolling Home to You. Come on in, trollers. Get that good trolling speed now. Just that needle belt. When the cool night swallows the moose's nose, when the heron is fishing on one good leg, when the loon cries lover in the blue north wind, I'll be trolling home to you. When my wrist gets a little chilly on the gunwale or the gun, when my lazy eye can just too damn lazy to lure, when the worms go dry in the pocket can, honey, I'll be trolling home to you. Four perch on the stringer, one walleye to keep. It could use an extra pound, but I ain't gonna lose no sleep. When the whiskey gets lonesome for the ice cubes, all that lonesome whiskey. When the bass cease to feed there in the weeds, when the bluegill are still and the sunfish set, I'll be trolling home to you. All right, let 'em out now, boys. We're going trolling. Sounds like a rockaless, man. Tickle them keys. The other side of the boat now, eh, Don?
Yeah.
Not too deep. Mitchell's Fly Fish Shop. We're going to drop the fly rod and go trolling, Tom Mitchell. Keep fishing on the bottom. Something swimming by. Oh, hit the net. Yeah, get the net. Four birds on the stringer, one wide to keep. He could use an extra pound, but I ain't gonna lose no sleep when the cool nights swallow moose's nose, when the herring is fishing on one good leg, when the dune cries lover in the blue north wind. I'll be trolling home to you. I'll be trolling home to you.
Nice.
All right. Well, this next song called the Tackle Box Waltz, and it was inspired by my tackle box. I opened it up and I just thought of my true love when I saw all those lures in there. They have such crazy names, you know.
Yeah. I think
And,
you're probably the only one to have ever thought that, Warren.
But I gotta say, I needed a melody for this, and Don Palva wrote the melody. So this is one of a couple songs over the years we wrote together. So the Tackle Box Waltz. On the lake, summer wave rolling blue. Let's see what the lures can do. I am so lucky, finally catch you. Would you step to the Tackle Box Waltz? On my depth finder love trolling chart, you're showing so deep in my heart. You're begging it away. Can we make it a day? Step to the Tackle Box Waltz. My hog gobbler wobbles, my dipsy diver dives, my daredevil dare, and all my flies fly. To the lies, little spinner, go catch my dinner. Some of these lures, what they are, I'm not sure. Crankbaits and jerkbaits, stick baits and jigs, bass plugs and bucktails, walleye, windy rigs. I fish by the wind's way in the phase of the moon. Days back home, it's for you that I spoon on the lake, summer wave rolling blue. Let's see what the lures can do. I am so lucky, finally catch you. Would you step to the Tackle Box Waltz? I am so lucky. lucky to finally catch you. Would you step to the Tackle Box Waltz? What a band. Okay, here's a phrase that fisherwomen use a lot. You want to catch fish, you got to spend time on the water. There's a lot of words in this one, so I'm using my lips.
Do you need to do some calisthenics or some lip exercise? All right, I'm going to count this in.
Right. But I'm dreaming half the day of the next open minute. I cannot get go away on the road out of town. The wind comes and when I roll my window down, I need a little time on the water, rock controls, little boat on my soul. I'm not sure at the stop sign if I'm turning left or right. There's nothing left of me right here, so you won't see me tonight. Oh, the next day, oh, the next day. Okay. All right, here we go. so much time. So little to do. Gone fishing under the afternoon moon. Oh Lord, I'm saying today, feeling so right. Hear me praying, Lord. I hope the fish don't bite. The last thing I want in front of me is another body. Saying, Anglin Wayne, please don't hurt me. I just want to lay back, lay back, lay back, lay back. This old boat of mine. Oh man, if I just had the energy, I'd reel in this line. So much time. Sleep there.
Yeah. I was fall asleep on that one.
Song was inspired when I lived on the. Betty Ferris and I first moved up here with our daughter Medora, who was 9 months old. We were lucky to live for a couple months on the Blue River, on a stretch of it called Big Lake. A guy, Dave Connolly, and said you can have my cabin. That's where I learned how to. Well, I didn't learn how to fly fish there. I learned how to fly fish in Colorado, but it was a great play to throw the line. So this is called the fly fish wish. Dawn, dawn, darkness gone, standing by the stove with my waders on. One more cup of that Blue River mud and I'll be up to my ribs in the water. Page a page, I read the fly fish book. I practiced hard in the yard. Honey, how did I look? Tiny hook, you can throw 'em back, fillet and lay 'em in your pan, in your fishing shack. Oh, mama, go to town, little baby on her back. She come home all with potatoes all tumbled in a stack, fresh from the creel, through the cornmeal. Get the oil good and hot before the fillets drop. Let it fly. Fishy eye, let it fly. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. Who wants one? Says the guy at the fly fish shop. who ties me flies. Go at the dark, cool end of the day, tend to the bends in the river. The lunkers all hunker in the shoreline weeds, under the trunks of the new fallen trees. Sneak up the peak, whip your line swish. God likes me when I work, but he loves me when I fish. Let it fly, top water to the fishy eye, and let it fly. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. Let it fly. Top water to the fishy eye. Let it fly. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. Okay. Well, you know, I've written something like, I don't know, over 400 songs in my 53 years of getting up on stage and acting like a damn fool. And but I haven't had that big hit yet.
Not yet, huh?
Not, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking for it. But last night, just last night, when I was thinking about playing this show this morning,
Huh?
I got one that could be it for me.
Okay, well, let's hear it, man.
And it's a melody that you've never heard before.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, so kind of nervous.
Yeah.
Please catch and release me. Let me go.
That's beautiful.
I don't like it here in your boat.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
You like it? To be on your stringer would be a sin. Catch and release me and let me spawn again.
Yeah.
Oh, I have found a new pike, dear, and I want her always near. Your lips are hot, her lips are cold, which is what I want. Catch and release me, let me go. But some Floyd Kramer piano, you all remember Floyd? All right, everybody sing this song now. You know, please catch and release me. Please catch and release me. Let me go. I don't like it here in your boat. I don't like it here in your boat. To be on your stringer would be a sin. Catch and release me and let me spawn again. You like it?
I think you're really on something
Willie,
there.
Willie Nelson could sing. My cousin Willie,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
he could sing that.
No, I think
You know,
you're-
Willie, he didn't make the family reunion last year. Was going to be at West End Park. One that makes many years in a row, but one of these years he's going to get.
I'm sure. Just keep waiting, Warren. He'll be there.
All right, Ed, you're up.
All right. Well, back to Riverpants. This next song, Warren called me up and he said, I want a solo cello piece for the fishing show. And, that comes up a lot. I get a lot of calls for solo cello pieces for fishing shows. I just think it's a natural, something people...
I was lucky to have you do one.
Yeah, it's something people think of. But he had the title, and he said it's going to be called The Minnowette. The Minnowette. And, yeah, that was kind of took me aback, and I'm thinking, Minnowette, what's funny about that, And then I just had to get inside it. I had to do what composers do and go and do some research. And so I went to the bait shop and I studied the minnows there. And, I looked at the minnows a lot. I stared at them. They stared back at me. I stared at them. They stared back at me. And then after a while, wow, being a minnow is kind of a dead-end job, isn't it? I mean, there's not a lot of career advancement going on there. So I was really... perplexed. I didn't know what to do. But then I remembered that our sound engineer, Austin Hamilton, was a small bait psychologist. A lot of you don't know that about Austin, but he's over here, but he's for real, man. He's not like all the other, you drive down Main Street and there's 10 small bait psychologists, hanging up their shingle. But you went to school for that, didn't you? Yeah. So anyway, Austin explained to me that there's some basic personality archetypes in all minnows, and I didn't know anything about these, but I didn't even know minnows had mental problems. That's how out of it I was. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, they have the edible Rex syndrome, fear of being eaten by your mother. That will mess you up. We didn't have to go through it. Or them being the middle child. Oh, am I leading? Am I following? And that's cool. But, when there are 300 eggs and you're in the, 156, it's like, what the hell? Anyway, and then, women know about menopause. I know that, I've heard about that. Sure, you're popular, in the winter, but that's not much of a kind of, consolation. Anyway, so back to Austin. He told me that there are 3 basic personality archetypes in all minnows, and when I'm going to demonstrate what they looked like because you weren't there. Where were you? You weren't there. And so the first archetype is the empathic minnow. The minnow, if minnows had shoulders, you could cry on them all day long. They'd be cool with that. And so the empathic minnow, of course, minnows don't have glasses, so here we go. The empathic minnow looks like this, and when you see this, you'll recognize it. It looks like this.
Right on. Wow.
Right? Exactly, right. So then I thought, I'm onto something here. So then he told me about the second archetype, and the second archetype is, I don't remember the second archetype. So then the third archetype is the angry young minnow, like, everything's against me, I've got to act out. And that minnow looks like this.
Totally different. Like the last one.
No, it's completely different. You got to look harder, Warren. Okay, so anyway, I put all that together with the minnow's just ability to chuck it all and freelance, swim, and enjoy life. And I hope you enjoy this.
What about the evil minnow?
Evil minnow, there it is. Thank you, Warren.
I mean, I've got a couple of those in my bucket.
Yeah. So that one, again, looked completely different. That one looks like this. This is so cool doing it to an empty, almost empty hall.
We'll add the laugh track later.
Yeah, laugh track. Cool. All right. So this all goes into the Minnowette. Hope you like it. And here we go.
Well, this is Anglin Wayne thanking you for tuning in and listening to the fishing songs. And the trollers are Ed Willett, sometimes known as Lead Skillet on the cello, Tom Mitchell on the drums, Severin Baden on the piano. Now listen, you can check my website, buymeanewboat.now, or go to warrennelson.com and buy this 12-pack. Here's to you, the fish under the water. Kiss the one and all the billions of your sons and daughters. Look at all the goofy spent, the tackle I bought. Hope you never get swallowed and you never get caught. I don't even know why I go fishing sometimes. Guess I just want to see who's at the other end of the line. Nice fish, they all say, as you swim away on TV Saturday. Nice fish.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh, nice fish.
Oh, man, that's a nice fish.
Nice fish.
Nice fish.
Nice fish. Must be nice there under the eyes. Everybody needs some downtime down deep. You fish down there, hope you got enough air. Up above through the hole, looky who stares. Eyes, fish, and persons are a crazy breed. Inch of frozen water be all they need. Gets them out of one house and into another for 3 or 4 months all day. That's a nice fish.
Oh, nice fish, Warren.
Nice fish.
Oh, man, that's a nice fish.
That's a real nice fish.
You should be proud of that one.
Nice fish. All right. Well, I never forget the first muskie I caught on Lost Land Lake one Sunday morning. The lady at the Happy Hooker boat shop at Anglin Wayne tried to chartreuse funky chicken. Well, I threw that feathered furry thing far as I could. Whack, smack, she didn't hesitate, she took her good. She come in slow and strong, good and easy. Long as the years I've been afloat, I never before had God with me in the boat. My son Orlock, he was there, he took a picture, but we lost it. It was a world record muskie, I swear, but you know, we just threw her back anyway. We just let old Lulich Spray keep his world famous muskie in the Hayward National Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame. Nice fish, Louie. Nice fish.
That's a nice fish.
That's a nice fish.
Oh man, nice fish.
Nice fish.
Nice fish.
Ah, here's to you fish under the water. Here's to one and all the billions of your sons and daughters. Look at all the goofy expensive tackle I bought. I hope you never get caught. Don't even know why I go fishing sometimes. Just want to see who's at the other end of the line. Nice fish, they all say, as you swim away on TV Saturday. Nice fish.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
Isn't that a nice fish?
Oh, that's such a beauty. It's a beauty.
Nice fish, big, nice fish.
Really, really good.
That's a nice fish. Nice fish.
That's a really nice fish.
Trolling into eternity with a nice fish.
Really nice fish. That new ending worked out really well. It takes a lot of rehearsal to make it sound like that.
Yeah. Well, we had a little snag in there getting him to the boat, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
It happens.
That's okay. This is the year 2020. Am I correct?
Yes, still.
And it was supposed to be Washburn's homecoming year,
Oh, yes.
which happens every 5 years. And we were supposed to do a version of Souvenir Views, which we first performed in 1983. But the old COVID-19 canceled all that, so maybe next year. But it was quite an experience for me to move up to Washburn along with Betty Ferris and our daughter. And as soon as we got up here, Gary Holman and a couple other people realized that it was a centennial year and they wanted to do something for Washburn. And they somehow got a hold of my Martin County Hornpipe album. And then Gary called me up, and, along with Carol Anderson, and we had a great time.
Right.
Here's the end song from it. Pollock Hill, Slab Town, at the old mill sites on the bay. The famous hamburgers, Patsy's, coffee at the Time-Bound Cafe. Vanderbilt, up Protestant Hill, to the old flowing well in the park. My home, this is my town, know my way around. I'll leave my bones here, my eyes go dark. First, last, and all the time, here's where I want to be. Just a little town on the big lake, oh yeah, but it's home, sweet home to me. Barksdale, the Egg Beach, the Houghton, where Houghton falls in the spring. From the old stage door at the Opry House, the Big Rock where the Sioux River sings. From the noontime grub at the old DuPont Club, elders are talking old times. going, Ed? All right, Severin. Five, 4, 8, 9, 1. First 100 years have gone fast. Tell all the old jokes one more time. Here's to all the loved ones who have passed. Ah, this show is over now. Songs are all sung, all out and over rings the cry. The lights are lowered one by one. The crowd departs. Good night, goodbye. Take her home now, boys. First, last, and all the time. Here is where I wanna be. It's just a little town on the big lake, oh yeah. But it's home, sweet home to me. First, last, and all the time. Here is where I wanna be. It's just a little town on the big lake, oh yeah. But it's home, sweet home to me. It's just a little town on the big lake, but it's home, sweet home to me. Take care of yourself out there. Be safe. Social distance. Adios. Fare thee well.
Well, that's a wrap on episode 21. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Tonight's presenting sponsor is Ruth Goetz and Keeper of the Light Gift Shop in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Jim and Joy Perry, Peggy and Sheldon Goldberg, Brownstone Pharmacy, Lulich Implement, Midland Services Inc., Washburn Hardware. Now, Michael Perry's sign-out is well known. For my sign-out as editor of the show, I would like to play some Tiny Tent Show blooper video evidence of how I noticed we greet each other around these parts. Have a great night.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello again, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry I'm late.
So cheers to you.